What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I just want to say energy speaks nowadays. Energy really speaks nowadays. It's really like speaking. Energy, just plain and simple. Just energy is just alive. I don't know. It feel like a person. It feel like a person with magical powers that's just walking around and just giving all types of energies to certain people. It's causing a war. you know it's just causing some type of friction. The spiritual world is real. It's so real. And in this society, a lot of people are scared of the spiritual world. They scared of the unknown. But the unknown is all that matters. The unknown is all that matters. Or why are we living if we're not trying to learn? Why are we living if we're not trying to learn the unknown? The unknown. And nowadays in this time that we are in, energy is speaking, and it's speaking more than ever. It is speaking more than ever. And for example, I'm on a very high vibration. I've been doing my work towards it. I've been letting things come in and letting things come out far as spiritual ascension. I've been, a lot of things, these past months, that I've been going through, it's been very intense. It's been very intense. With this spiritual ascension, it's been very just intense. Not saying that it's like ongoing, like a everyday thing. No, it comes in and out, like I explained in my previous video. But these past months it's been intense. Learning on how to protect your energy and not passing judgment on nobody else's energy. But then again, in this new reality, you have to pass some type of judgment because you have to protect your own energy. You have to protect your own energy. Now, for example, for me, it's like there's a lot of people that's been, washed out of my life. And, either I cut them off or the universe cut them off. Or, either I cut them off or the universe cut them off for me. And what I mean by that is that if I cut you off, that means your energy is just totally just off. Your energy is just toxic. And when you try to work through, when you try to work with a toxic person or toxic people, it's like a never-ending game cycle full of crazy manipulation and control if you let them. And you can't help everybody. As a light worker for myself, I'm here to help the people that's in need, but I'm not here to help everybody. I'm not here to help everybody that just want a piece of, just want your advice, but then again, not really taking your advice. or just want a certain supply because they know that they can count on you. They know that you always going to be there because they put something so like soft in your heart or wherever, somewhere in your body, that you feel some type of way. If they're hurt or if they feel in a certain type of way, you're always going to come to them and be there for them. Until you wake up and you realize what's going on how these people are acting, then you will wake up and be like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not it. This is not what I signed up for. But then again, I was placed in this predicament, and then once I woke up, then that's my time to grow and to realize that this is not for me anymore. Now, I've been going through a lot of intense type of energies, aka spiritual ascension. That a lot of people, especially where I live at, a lot of people don't even know what that means. They look. A lot of people are asleep around where I'm at. Are asleep, and that's okay. I don't really pass judgment on if you're asleep or not. That's not my problem. I just know where I'm at, and I'm gonna, just focus on me. But then again, I'm an observer as well. So it's like I'm just watching how people are, just to see where, I'm just observing. Yeah, I just put it like that. I'm just observing. But I can tell that a lot of people aren't woke or, not trying to wake up. A lot of people living in a lie and being fake and pretending to the point that they are not facing their own real true self. They are not facing their real true self. But then again, the people that's trying to change, the people that's willing to grow and trying to move forward, they look at those people like they're crazy. Like they're crazy. Like they don't know, like they're evil. Like they doing something out of the norm. They are not in a position like they always been in. And I'm speaking about the Matrix. I'm speaking about this 3D realm, because these are the type of people that don't want to grow and don't want to change, but they think they know everything. How can you know everything if you're not trying to change? How can you know everything? How can you know everything in the world is changing, but you don't know that? Because you're so stuck in your head. You're not doing any research. Only thing that you know is what's in your life. And what I mean by that is that if you're causing toxicity in your life, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because you're not trying to change. And a lot of people are going through a lot of inner pain that they can't really express. That they can't really express. But there are ways to express that pain. There are ways to work through it. There are ways to face everything so you can grow, so you can move forward, so you can stop looking at other people that are trying to work on them, on their self, you can stop looking at them and really focus on you. Really focus on you, so you can help yourself grow. Because energy is speaking nowadays. Energy is speaking nowadays. And I'm growing so much into my spirituality, to the point that I can feel energy. I can even feel energy through text messages. I can feel energy just by, if you're talking to me and I can just look at you, I can feel everything that's going on. I can read you. Do I announce that? Sometimes I do. It depends on the person. But I can really feel the energy. I can feel who not to be around as well. You know, if I know that I don't want to be around a certain person, it's something inside of me that kind of like, it's like a sting. It's like a warning sign, you know, that tells, you know, that warns me before I even, you know, have any conversations with this person. Like, it really like warns me. And I'd be like, wow, like it's like a it's and for people that are not spiritual and for people that are not woke, they will look at me like I'm going through something, like I'm going crazy, like something is going on with you. You need to go to the hospital. You need therapy. I heard it all. But then again, what helps me is for people that's just like me, that are just like me. And I'm starting to see a lot more people that are waking up, and even the people that I watch on a regular, like they are going through a spiritual awakening, you know, because I thought that you can go through one spiritual awakening and you're just fine. Like you pass, like you're on the spiritual side of life, not knowing that you can go through many spiritual awakenings, because this is a journey. It's a journey. Like it's amazing. It's very, very rewarding, but it can be intense. It can be intense sometimes. It can be intense. But back to me reading energy and me, you know, feeling a warning sign on not being around certain type of people, because I can't. It's so painful. It's so painful when something deep down tells you that those type of people aren't good for you. But then again, in your heart, it's like you feel you feel guilt and you feel shame that you can't be around these type of people right now because of this major shift change. Like the world is doing a major shift change, and it's including everything. People, places, things. It's including everything. In far as people, energies is shifting so much in everybody, to the point that you can be friends with a person for 15 years, or you can be in a family your whole life, and then as soon as you wake up, it's like, I don't know you no more. I don't know you anymore. Who are you? And it's crazy because they be saying the same. They say the same thing to you as well. It's like you saying that you don't know them anymore, but they saying the same thing to you. Is that they don't know you. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And what I mean by that, is that it's just so amazing how everything is just shifting. I never thought that I would experience this on Earth, but I'm realizing that this is why I'm here. I'm a light worker. I have a greater calling. You know, I have a greater calling that only a few understand. But, as light workers, we are surrounded more of by people that's in the 3D realm, or narcissists, just low energy type people. We are surrounded by them because, it's not like, oh, the light workers is downtown. It's not like that. Because if it was that easy, it would be a lot more easier for us light workers, because us light workers, we suffer the most. We suffer the most. But then again, we are strong individuals. We are strong warriors. We have a higher purpose. We are whole within ourselves. We are whole within ourselves. We don't need really no one. And that's the great part about it. Like, we feel on a different type of level. We feel on a different type of level. But then again, we don't keep that, closed in just for us. We try to help out. And this is what we supposed to do. We try to go out and help the world. But then again, we can't help everybody, because energy speaks. Energy speaks. Energy speaks. And what I mean by that, you got to be selective, because energy speaks. And if you're going through it with either with family or a loved one or even friends, if you're separating yourself from them, that's because your energy no longer connects. It doesn't connect. And even if you force it to connect, it's not going to connect, because we at a time now that a lot of stuff is just shifting. It's not a lot of things. We on a shifting type of journey right now. And it's very complicated sometimes. It's very complicated. This video might be all over the place. And, this is just me venting out, because, I don't know. This is all my videos is just me venting and just talking just free. Nothing. None of my videos are planned. That's probably why sometimes I'll just be stuttering, or shit don't come out like clear. But I know that my messages are very direct, and I know that it makes sense. I know it makes sense, even with all the shit that I be doing. But energy speaks. Energy speaks. And it's coming to the point that a person can do the littlest thing to me, and I'd be like, you know what? The littlest evil thing to me, I would say evil thing. And then I would just back away and keep my distance. Because, energy speaks. Energy really speaks nowadays. And not saying that you won't get your family back. You won't get the friends that you've been with, for a long period, that you've been friends with through your whole life. Not saying that these people, you won't never get them back. You might never get them back here in the physical world. But on the other side, say if like somebody passed away, they might be better on that side, because on the other side, it's like they're awoke. They know what's going on now. See, here in the physical world, only a selective few of us are woke, or, we are able to, mix ourselves in with different types of realms, like the spiritual realm, even this physical realm. Even we can mix ourselves in with the 3D realm too. Not saying that 3D all 3D people are evil and bad and stuff. No, they are no. It's just the fact that they're not as woke. They are not. They haven't reached that point yet, and that's okay. They will eventually. You know, they will eventually. If they don't hold their own self back. If they don't hold their own self back, because you can hold your own self back. You can hold your own self back and not really see the signs that God is giving you. But then again, God will continue giving you these signs through your whole life if you don't pay attention to them. It can be something that you're not really trying to let go, and you're being stubborn on not letting this thing go. But then again, God is really showing you that you really need to let this go, and He's going to He's going to keep showing you and showing you. But then again, you have people that will ignore it through their whole life and won't see the bigger picture until they cross over, until they transition. And then they start to look at their life in the physical realm and be like, okay, I made that mistake. I made this mistake. I made that mistake. But on the other hand, we all just live in a human experience. And everybody is not going to go in with how the world is shifting right along. Everybody is not going to go along with how the world is shifting. Everybody is going to be certain people that's going to be stuck in the old reality of life. And this is why I said energy speaks nowadays, because we are going through a major shift. And it's like we are dealing with two type of worlds. Energy speaks. That's my video, y'all. Peace out.